Hey our friends, we're so glad you're with us. We hope you're going to follow along. Who are we drawing today?
Pikachu!
You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's first draw his eyes right in the middle of our paper towards the top. And we're going to draw 2 circles, and we want to space them out just a little bit too. So we're going to draw the first circle right here, and then we're going to leave a space. And we're going to draw the other circle over here, and we want both circles to be the same size. Good.
But like right here?
Yeah, that's a good spot. Perfect. Now we're going to draw the reflection in his eyes. So we're going to draw another circle up here in the top right, and then another circle on this one in the top left.
Cross-eyed.
Yeah, it looks a little cross-eyed, but we're going to color in the big circle and leave those small circles white. Good job. Now we're going to draw his nose, and it's just a little dot or a little dash at the bottom. So it's lined up with the bottom in between his eyes. Good. Now let's draw his mouth. And so we're going to leave a little space and put a point. That's the middle of his mouth. And then from that point, we're going to draw a U shape. And then we'll draw another U shape on the other side. There we go. That's really simple, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to draw the outside of his head. And we're going to start with the top. And we're going to start right above this eye. And we're going to draw a rainbow line that goes over to the other eye and stops. Good. And then we're going to leave little gaps on both sides. So we're going to draw his cheek on this side first. So we'll draw a little bump that comes in towards his eye, and then it's going to come back out for his cheek. That's pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that looks really good. Now we're going to draw that same thing on the other side. So a little bump that comes back in towards his eye, and then we'll come back out for his cheek. I got a little wobbly. That's okay. We're practicing, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. He's got chubby cheeks.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to make sure at the very bottom that his little cheeks come in closer together. So right down here at the bottom, this little space gets closer together. Good. Now let's draw the circles on each of his cheeks. And they're half circles. So we're going to draw a circle over here on this side. Connects to his cheek. And we'll draw a circle on this side. We want those to be the same size, right?
Yes.
So it's symmetrical, and symmetry means the same on both sides. All right, now let's draw his ears. We'll start right here next to this gap, and we're going to draw a curve that comes out and then back in close to the other side of the gap. Yes, perfect. Okay, now at the top, let's draw a little diagonal line and then color in the tip of his ear. Perfect. Now we're going to draw his other ear, and we want to make sure that they're the same size, and we're going to do the same steps too. So we're going to draw a curve that comes down and connects close to the gap, and then we'll come back over here and draw the other side of his ear. And then we could draw that diagonal line at the very end and then color the tip. What should we draw next?
His body.
Okay, we're going to draw an S line on both sides. So we're going to start right next to the dot, the circle on his cheek, and we're going to come down and then curve back out. He's going to be sitting. A little S line, curves one way and then the other way. Good. And then we're going to draw that same S line on the other side. We'll start right at the bottom of the dot, curve one way, and then back the other way. Good. Now we're going to draw his front legs. So we'll start right next to his neck, and we're going to draw a curve that comes down towards the middle. And then we're going to draw a curve on the other side that's exactly the same, but opposite, right?
Yeah.
Symmetry. There we go. Now let's draw the outside of his front legs. So we'll come over here and we'll draw a curve that comes towards the middle where his wrist is. Good. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And we want to make sure that they look the same width. Now let's draw his fingers, and we're going to draw 5 little fingers, little V shapes that are down here. And it's okay if you don't get all 5. You can just try to do your best and do a little zigzag. How many? Oh, I did 4. Yeah, see, I messed
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Good. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. 2, 3. I'll just do 4 again. He's missing his thumb. All right, next let's draw his feet. So here we're gonna draw an oval shape right here, and it's not gonna connect. So we're gonna come up and then back down like this, like we're drawing an oval, but we don't wanna connect. We wanna leave a little gap. Good job. And then we're gonna draw 2 lines for his toes. 1, 2. And then we'll draw the bottom of his leg right here. Good. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. And we want to make sure that this foot is the same size. So we'll draw another oval. It comes out, comes down, draw the heel, comes back up, and then leave a gap. Perfect. And then we can draw those toes. So 2 little lines. And then we'll draw the bottom of his leg. Good. And then we're missing 1 little line in between his front legs right here. We did it, except we're missing one thing. What
His tail.
Yeah, we're missing the coolest part.
Yes.
His tail. So right here, we're going to draw one side of his tail first, and it's going to go behind his head. So we're using overlapping. We're going to draw a sideways V shape. Okay, and then we'll come back up here, and we're going to draw the top of his tail, so it's a big curve, comes out. And then we're going to draw the end of his tail, so we'll draw a line down. And then we're going to draw a zigzag line, or a sideways W. So here we go. We're going to come in, and then back out. So there's the first part. Good, and then we're going to come back in. And then one last bump. Checkers, man, you did awesome. Did you have fun?
Yeah!
You turned out really cool. Now we need to color him, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, let's fast forward. Checkers, we finished coloring Pikachu, man.
Yeah!
You did awesome. That was a lot of yellow, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now we used dark orange down at the bottom for shading, and we also used orange under his chin. We added red for his cheeks, brown on his tail, and we even added little extra reflections in his eyes with our white colored pencil.
Yeah.
And we hope you had a lot of fun drawing your Pikachus with us. Remember, it's okay if your drawings don't look exactly like ours, right?
Yeah.
Because the most important thing is
Joyful!
yes, to have fun, and we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.